友人の剣をくれ! Prepare yourselves for battle, heroes.
Hello, heroes. Kelthar of the Heroes and Legends, and welcome back to the RPG Corner. Time for some more Legend of Heroes Trails of Cold Steel. Time to find out what's going on at the market. We got 2 side quests to do. They're completely optional, but I'm going to do them because I want to get the reward. And right. I don't know how it goes, so let's start with see what's happening at the market. Hey, what are you doing out here? Everyone's staring. Oh, how sorrowful! Once peaceful hearts have now turned wild. We're not, though, for I shall find their lost fragments of love. Feel free to fall for me, for it is only natural. That's not gonna happen. Hama, there's been a robbery. There's terrible. But what's even more terrible is the Grand Market being unable to open. This might spell trouble. Old Man Flint, this isn't good. Hopefully this sells done soon, otherwise I won't be able to open my store. Squirrow, the deals I had scheduled for this morning may have to be skipped now. I should check up on the price of rye once again to see if this has had any effect on it. Excuse me, what is the meaning of this? Why won't the market open? Someone needs to fix this quickly. My silk is waiting for me. From what I gather, the market will be unable to open today. Well, I suppose the silver lining is that perhaps I won't spend so much money. I'm not entirely sure why this is happening, but who might argue with silver linings? Nope. Well, let's see what you got to say. Oh, baby, all these people means I got a chance to sell big. Come on, people. I got some news for you all right here. Grab the latest issue of the Imperial Chronicle while you can. Don't expect it to have anything about the Grand Market, though. Oh, you're not helping anybody. That's quite the sales pitch. Well, actually, do you have any... Nope, same one that I got. Unbelievable. I came to buy some milk for breakfast and the market's closed. Okie dokie. Oh, cutscene. I'm sorry the Grand Market isn't quite open for business yet. Oh, it's the students from yesterday. Good morning. Opening late today after all, I see. Afraid so. Guess you already know about the robbery yesterday, huh? The 2 merchants whose stalls were destroyed are still arguing about it. You bastard! You're not going to get away with this. Uh-oh. Oh no, not them. The manager came to try and break them up, but he doesn't seem to be having much luck. I hope no one ends up getting hurt. Is it the 2 dudes again? What should we do, Reen? Or maybe we should try talking to them. Considering everything that happened yesterday, you just might be the cavalry we need right now. Would you mind? Not at all. Let's go. Yep. Wow. How dare you destroy my stall, you damned coward. I knew you country folk weren't to be trusted. Who else could it have been? You just come clean and admit it already. Who are you calling a coward, you Heimdallrian snob? You're the one who wanted my spot. All for yourself. Calm down, gentlemen, please. Playing all innocent and trying to paint me as the bad guy here, you make me sick. What do you say we settle this right here and now? Bring it on. Hold it! Class 7? You kids again? Keep your noses out of this. I'm gonna make him pay for squashing my stall. It was me. No, just kidding. Smashing. Oh, wow. Yep. Wow, they really are completely ruined. This is awful. However, harming one another is not going to bring them back in the end. They will still be smashed, and you will be worse off. But this anger isn't going to go away unless I do something. He took all my goods too, so I haven't even got anything to sell. What are you talking about? You were the one who stole my goods. Are you going to give them all back right now? And fix the damage you did to my stall, or else I can't be held responsible for my actions. Come on, Heinz. Go make some ketchup and don't worry about it. Don't worry about it. This isn't good. I don't think they're even listening to a word we're saying. What do we do? Stop this at once. Uh-oh. Oh boy. The provincial army. What? Now you want to step in? What is the meaning of this? It's the middle of the morning. Stop this nonsense immediately. But, I believe you're the one in charge here. I demand an explanation as to what has transpired. Well, you see, the market manager explained to the provincial army officer what had happened the previous night. I see. The solution is simple then. Men, take them away. Yes, sir. What? What do you mean, take us away? 2 stalls were destroyed. 2 sets of goods were stolen. The truth is as clear as day. 2 merchants in the midst of a heated disagreement committed the same crime, and that makes no sense! They would have seen each other. It's like 10 feet away. Do you think it premature to draw such a conclusion without any investigation? The provincial army doesn't have time to waste solving the petty squabbles of merchants. But I'm not an unreasonable man. Cease your dispute and you will be left alone. Continue and you come with us. The choice is yours. I'm trying to force both merchants to forget this ever happened, to sweep the whole deal under the rug. They did it! Yeah, something's about this seems really wrong. Gah. Very good. I'm sure you can agree that wasting time on shenanigans like this is detrimental to all parties involved. I hope you'll think twice before causing such a ruckus ever again. Now, if you'll please excuse us, I'm a busy man and I have more pressing matters to attend to. I don't like that guy. Not one little bit. There they go. Well, I guess they did stop those 2 from fighting, but they did nothing to solve the underlying problem. This isn't right. I see now how the provincial army here conducts itself. I'm sure you're both still pretty angry about this, but right now the 2 of you need to focus on keeping cool-headed. If you have the time to fight, try to use that time for something more productive instead. You'll feel a lot better. Yeah, I shouldn't have let my anger take control of me like that. We can't open the Grand Market for business until we cleaned up these busted stalls, and we're already running late, so I hate to ask, would you all mind lending me a hand? Market Manager Otto, with assistance from the merchants of the market, cleared away the remains of the 2 stalls. And with the help of Reen and the others on top of that, the Grand Market was finally able to open for the day, albeit behind schedule. And we're in the dude's house. Thanks to you 4, we were able to open the Grand Market for business today a bit quicker than I'd expected. Can't even begin to tell you how grateful I am. Oh, there's no need for that. We barely did anything. I'm just glad no one got hurt. All the more reason to thank you. A merchant's stall is his livelihood. Hooking against it can throw him into blind rage, and it's hard to bring someone back from that. Some coffee time. It seems the problems facing the merchants in this town are quite grave indeed. The provincial army may have intervened, but it's difficult to believe they'd make no attempts to find an amicable situation. Quite right, it's clearer than ever now that they have no intention of trying to resolve any issues involving the market. And I can't see that changing unless we decide to just accept the sales tax increase and keep quiet about it. Still, you'd think they'd at least be a little more subtle about the whole thing. There's no way those 2 merchants are just going to accept this and move on. No, I don't suppose they will. And if word gets out about this, it's not inconceivable for certain groups of people to begin boycotting the marketplace. Something definitely has to be done. I'm just not sure what. Is something wrong, Reen? You're awfully quiet. Are you feeling unwell? Sir, I have a favor to ask. Would you consider allowing us to investigate this morning's incident? What? Are you suggesting that we attempt to find the perpetrator who destroyed the merchant's stalls ourselves? Yeah. It's a kind offer, but as I said yesterday, this is our affair, not yours. You're students, and you have your own studies to worry about, and it wouldn't feel right interfering with them. We're students training for the military, though. We can't just stand by and allow something so unjust to go unchallenged. It's the provincial army's responsibility to address this, sure, but they're shirking their duties, and that reflects poorly on us all. Well, that's true enough, I guess. Do you really think we're up for something like this? I kind of have to wonder about that, too. I mean, at the end of the day, we're just amateurs. You may be. I am professional. We should at least check with Instructor Sarah first and see what she thinks. She already told us. Put your heads together and think, and I'm sure you'll see what you need to do. Her words. This seems like exactly the sort of thing she meant. At least it does to me. Oh, I see your point. Perhaps matters such as this may fall under the scope of our field study after all. Yeah, You do make a good case. I'm still not sure we're up to it, but I guess it can't hurt to try. Neither seek nor shun the fight. Very well, we shall do what we can. Are you really sure about this? I'm certainly not going to say no. I'm very concerned about the market and the safety of our merchants. So if you're 100% sure, I have to admit I truly would appreciate anything you can do for us. Thank you, sir. We'll do everything in our power to find answers for you. Just be careful. Don't go seeking out trouble. I don't want you kids being put in danger. We're dealing with a criminal who acts under cover of night. He may be capable of a lot more than just thievery and vandalism. Remember, I'm responsible for your safety. If anything were to happen to you, I couldn't even look Van Dyke in the eye anymore. We'll be careful, we promise. I know I will, at least. I probably need to be more careful than anyone else here. Now that that's settled, we should act quickly. Yeah, let's get this investigation started. So first things first, we need to decide where to start investigating. The logical starting point would be the Grand Market itself, the scene of the crime. Can't argue with that. We should probably get statements from those two merchants before anything else. Indeed, I anticipate they've calmed themselves by now, so perhaps we can get something a bit more substantial from them. We still have to ascertain their innocence or guilt in the matter as well. We'll need to keep a close eye on the time, though. If we miss the last train toward Heimdallr, we'll have no way of getting back to the academy today. Plus, we've been given other tasks too, and I'd really like to get them done. In short, we need to keep moving. Deadline is 9 p.m. Let's use every minute we can have to accomplish everything we possibly can. Understood? You betcha. Right on. Okay, so probably gonna ask around the market. Probably a good first step. Okay. Well, that makes that easy. I thought they fixed this. I think I was ecstatic to finally participate in the famous Celtic Grand Market. What did I ever do to deserve this? Excuse me. You. I'm sorry. I'm sorry you had to see me acting like that. I hope you can forgive me for my inappropriate behavior. He seems really down. It's quite understandable. He's a merchant in a busy market, unable to do business. So what brings you here? Did you need something from me? Well, actually, Rain explained that he and his classmates were investigating the truth behind what happened the previous night. You're investigating? That's right, and we'd really appreciate if you could answer a few questions for us. You may be able to help us find the true culprit. I suppose it can't hurt. It's better than doing nothing, at least. You don't have to sound so pessimistic. Well, can you blame me? You're students at a military academy. You're not exactly ace detectives. Objection! Right there. We are gonna solve this crime. That is true, but we're still determined to find out who did this. We may even be able to recover your goods. Cooperating with us could prove quite fruitful. Okay, fine. I never said I wouldn't help you, did I? I'm not sure what I'm supposed to say, though. It's not like I saw anything worth mentioning. You didn't? As soon as I made sure my stall was ready to open the next morning, I left everything to set up and went home. The other merchants around here can vouch for that. Guess I shouldn't have left the stall unattended, though. By the time I got in, it was too late. The deed had been done. So by morning, the stall had already been destroyed and your goods stolen. Come to think of it, what goods were stolen? I have a sample with me, actually. Bracelet. An accessory? Is this a brand that's popular in the capital? Been a real hit lately. Yeah, I was hoping to bring the fad here by selling them at the market. This is the only one I have left now. I dread to think just how much money I lost in one single night. That damn coward sabotaging my business. It's too early to be jumping to conclusions. Do you have any evidence that proves his culpability? No, but he's clearly the prime suspect. No, he's not. He was so against the idea of taking turns sharing this spot with me, he decided he'd destroy my stall altogether. I just know it. I'm gonna get him to give me my goods back no matter what it takes. Please try to stay calm. You do know that if you cause any more trouble, the provincial army really will arrest you, right? Yeah, I know, but it's a matter of justice. I can't just act like nothing ever happened. It's wrong on general principle. I'm begging you, please get my goods back, whatever it takes. Well, I can't promise success, but I swear to you, we'll do everything we can. That much I can promise. Think that's everything this merchant knows. Let's try questioning the other one. Okay. Moving it. Sai, what the hell am I supposed to do now? Excuse me, I'm sorry to bother you, but could we have a moment of your time? You're those kids from the military academy, right? What do you want from me? I've got nothing to sell you, obviously. Even if I did have something to sell, I've got no place to sell it. I'm basically ruined. To top it all off, the provincial army and that other damn merchant are acting like I'm the one who did it. He's not taking this very well, is he? Hard to blame him, but we need to see if he knows anything that might help us. Well, you see, Reen explained that him and his classmates are investigating. You're investigating this mess, huh? Okay. So would you consider cooperating with us? Sure, why not? Not getting my hopes up, as sure as you can understand, but hell, I've got nothing left to lose. Not exactly a vote of confidence. Hey, he's willing to cooperate. I said we cut him some slack and hear him out. So about last night, at the time the incident actually happened. Last night, huh? I don't know how much help I can be if that's what you're asking about here. See, I left the market right after arguing with that merchant yesterday, and I didn't come back till this morning. I stayed over at a friend's place. Another merchant just got pissed drunk and ranted at him all night. And you're certain of this? A positive. Ask my friend. If you don't believe me, he'll back me up. I wandered over here with an awful hangover this morning, and what I found gave me a hell of a start. My whole stall in shambles. If that weren't bad enough, all the processed foods I was going to sell were just gone without a trace. So the goods were stolen were all processed foods. That's right, nuts, cheese, bacon, all foods that have a long shelf life made with local ingredients. Seeing all my stuff gone really sobered me up. It was like I hadn't been drinking at all. That's when I went over to that fool's stall to make him pay for it. Why did you go straight to him? Because he was the one who did it, of course. He smashed my stall so he could have that spot all to himself. But that doesn't make any sense. If Heinz did it, then why was his stall destroyed too? He must have done that to himself. Probably figured if he destroyed his own stall, no one would believe he could be responsible. I don't know, that seems pretty unlikely. It's a bit excessive. While I understand your frustration, baseline accusations do no one any favors and can only cloud the true issue. Ugh. But it's so frustrating. I've lost so much money because of this. I might have to shut up shop for good. That is bad. If I could at least get my goods back, maybe I could salvage enough to stay afloat. But what are the odds of that? None of the other merchants saw anybody do anything. And the provincial army sure ain't about to help. I'm finished, pure and simple. All the hard work I've put into getting this far, and this is how the dream ends for me. Well, I'll be honest, I'm not sure how much we actually be able to do for you, but we'll do everything in our power to help you find some form of closure. So cheer up, okay? I do appreciate that, but again, I ain't about to get my hopes up. Good luck, though. Okay. That's all the two victims of this crime have to say, it seems. What does everybody think? I can't be sure, but I really don't think either of them is responsible. Both merchants certainly have adequate motive to damage the other stall, but the chance of both committing the same crime on the same night without crossing paths is virtually nil. That's what I said. It's not impossible that they were just out to steal each other's merchandise, but I don't believe that's what happened. Both of them have alibis confirming that they were somewhere else when the crime took place. I'm inclined to agree. I just can't see either of these merchants being responsible for what happened, so we're gonna have to look elsewhere to find viable suspects. Where, though? I mean, who could it possibly have been? Provincial army. It's possible to say right now. We don't have any solid leads. We know who the culprit wasn't, but how are we supposed to start narrowing down who it was? The market itself seems unlikely to produce any further clues. We should focus our attention elsewhere. Okay. Actually, there's one thing that's been bugging me. There's one group of people involved in this whole situation whose actions don't seem to make any sense. Maybe if we can work out the reasoning behind their strange behavior, we can come one step closer to finding our culprit. Whom do you mean? I'm talking about... Huh? Yeah, duh. Provincial army. The provincial army. They haven't done a thing to try and solve this crime despite it happening right under their noses. And that begs the question, why not? The market manager said they're refusing to fulfill their role due to the tax issue, which means the provincial army should refuse to intervene in quarrels within the market as well. If that's the case, then why did they come and intervene this morning? Now that you mention it, that really doesn't make any sense. Their methods were atrocious, but the fact is they brought that dispute to an end almost instantly. They did get involved. Yeah, one minute they're refusing to do anything, next they're taking a stand. It's definitely suspicious. My point exactly. Mine too, Reen. Mine too. There's definitely something unnatural about the way they're conducting themselves. And since we have no other leads, What do you say we go to the Army's guardhouse and take a look around? We might be able to learn something from them that could aid us in our investigation. That may be worth an attempt. The guardhouse isn't too far from here either. Let's head on over and see what we can find out. Oh yeah! Go into the guardhouse. Let's see. Which one is the guardhouse? Oh, it's right over there. Are you students from that military academy, was it? What are you doing here? We're terribly sorry to trouble you. Hoping that you might be able to help us with something. Could we ask you a few questions about the incident in the cart of the Grand Market this morning? What? What does that have to do with you? We're visiting this town on a field study as students of Thor's military academy. We very much appreciate the chance to see how experienced soldiers such as yourselves handle difficult everyday situations. This seems a perfect opportunity for an anecdotal case study, and you could prove most invaluable to our education if you'd permit it. Alright, stay here. I'll see what I can do. She just schooled you, random no-name provincial army soldier. It looks like we might be able to hear what they have to say for themselves after all. Nicely done, Laura. In times like these, we need to make good use of our positions. No one can fault a student for wanting to learn after all. But now comes the hard part. This makes me nervous. Ooh. Well, let's just wait and see what we can get out of them. Remember, it's not always what they say that matters, but how they say it. And even more importantly, what they don't say. Right. Oh, this jerk. Sai, I hope you appreciate us taking time out of our busy schedules for this. What do you want? To make it quick. I'm a busy man, you know. He's not even trying to keep up appearances. Unbelievable. I'll be brief then. We came to discuss the incident at the market this morning. Would be correct in assuming that the Provincial Army will be conducting no further investigation? Is that all you came here to ask? Is that all? Should the armed forces charged with maintaining peace in this region not be taking this matter more seriously? Laura, I'm not sure. You got a big mouth for someone your age. It seems you have a lot to learn about how military units actually work. What do you mean? Let me ask you this. What should the #1 priority of the Provincial Army be in order to maintain the status quo? I'll tell you, their #1 priority should be to enforce the will of their region's ruling lord, Duke Albarea. As members of the Provincial Army, the will of the nobility is absolute. We're just following our orders, protecting that we have a duty to protect. I assume you're referring to the local petition against the sales tax increase. So you're saying as long as the petition isn't withdrawn, the Grand Market isn't something you have a duty to protect? Interpret my words however you want. We're soldiers, we follow our orders, that's how the military works. And we don't need some fresh military academy inductees telling us how to do our jobs. Urgh. This is nuts. Does he even have a tiny shred of shame? I was hoping we'd be able to get something out of it, but it sure doesn't seem like too likely anymore. So is that it then? I hope this has been enlightening. Now, if you excuse me, I have a job to do. Wait, would you mind answering just one more question? Elliot? Fine, ask it. Well, you have any idea what might have happened to the goods Marco was handling? You know, the accessory merchant. All he had left was one sample. What are you talking about? The merchant from the capital, Heinz, was the one who was planning on selling accessories. What? What did you just say? What are you all looking at me? How would he know that? Oh, how do you... Yeah! It's under the impression you had investigated the matter at all. How peculiar. We only discovered what each of the merchant was sending to sell a short while ago ourselves. Sir, we have our own ways of finding these things out. You do well not to underestimate us. Now, we wasted enough time answering your questions. We're leaving. Wow, he got schooled by Elliot. The least likely person to succeed in this class. Do you think? The fact that they know what each of the merchants was selling means they did investigate the matter after all, but the burglary happened last night and it was only first discovered this morning. Realistically, I don't think there was any opportunity during that time for them to do any digging, not without running into us. I agreed. I suspect they knew what each merchant was planning to sell well in advance of yesterday's incident. That would be easy information for them to learn since Duke Albarea must have issued permits for both stalls. That's true, and the army would have no trouble gaining access to transaction records for something like that, but why would they bother? Maybe they needed to know so they could prepare Prepare for what? I get the impression that the incident at the market has been carefully planned out for a while now. I don't think those two merchants being given permits for the same spot was a coincidence either. It's probably done to get them to start fighting so they could get robbed while there was tension between them. Basically, to create a situation that couldn't be brought under control without the army's help. So the two merchants were being used all along. This seems to fit perfectly with what happened this morning. Meanwhile, the provincial army has shown no interest in actively working toward a solution unless the market manager chooses to withdraw his petition. So they waited for things to get out of hand and showed up to force both parties into an uncomfortable truce. Eventually, the merchants would get worn down enough they'd feel like they have no choice but to withdraw the petition. This is turning out to be an even shadier situation than I thought. Yeah, but thanks to Elliot, I do believe we finally uncovered the truth of the matter. This was indeed some very quick thinking you displayed, Elliot. You'd make a fine military strategist. Aha, I just got lucky, that's all. So what we know is the provincial army is somehow involved with the actual perpetrators of this crime. The only way to solve it once and for all, though, seems to be, well, to find them and catch them. But if this was carried out by members of the provincial army, that's not going to be an easy task. No, I don't think anyone from the army was directly involved. The soldiers here are far too proud to dirty their hands with such escapades. I tend to agree. Really, whoever the culprits are, I doubt they're still here in Keldic. Just aren't many viable places to hide such a huge volume of goods without being found. Yeah, that's a good point. Maybe they escape by train. No, that can't be. Boarding a train with that much merchandise would raise suspicion. It's been less than a day since the burglary happened, so they can't have gotten far. Maybe we should ask on the main roads and see if anyone saw anything out of the ordinary. Someone suspicious may have been spotted leaving or even entering the town. That sounds like a wise course of action. Let's resume our search. We mustn't let this cowardly thief run free. Wouldn't dream of it. Oop. Look at that. It tells me exactly where to go. Oh wait, hold on. Side quests. What was I supposed to do? Can I even do the side quests? Oh. Oh wait, I turned the map, that's why. I was like, oh. Okay. Let's do this first. I don't want to mess things up. No, not the cat. Hiss. Lulu, are you okay? Look what that nasty man did to her. Is something the matter? Just chasing after Lulu near the west exit of town, and there was this weird man asleep alongside the street. A weird man? To sleep in the midst of a bustling town like this, oblivious to its dangers, suggests he must possess formidable skill. Or he was just really drunk. The nasty smell coming off him nearly made little Lulu faint. That's terrible. It really was. I don't know who he is, but I'll have to keep an eye on Lulu, make sure he keeps her distance from him. So he's not from this town then? I'm not sure. I only started seeing him around a few days ago. I had never seen him before that. Really now, that sounds like a lead if I've ever heard one. If he's drinking in the middle of the day and isn't Instructor Sarah, then we know he's not a merchant at the very least. I think we should go talk to him. Let's have a look near the west exit and see if we can track him down. Well, west exit is that way. Drunky boy. Heck, drink. Bring me another drink. Phew, this guy reeks. How much has he put down? It's only midday and he's already completely blitzed. I don't think this is the man we're looking for. I think he'd have trouble pulling off a robbery. Sir, are you alright? We can help you back home if you'd like. Sure up. Leave me alone. I'm just a good-for-nothing who's just lost his job looking after that nature park. Wish my whole life. Nature park? I wonder if he's talking about the Lunaria nature park we saw yesterday. Oh, you kids know it? You see, I used to be a park ranger for the old place. Then you lost your job? Yeah, out of nowhere too. I gave him my life to that job, and then he just came and took it all from me. That damned official just showed up out of nowhere and told me I was sacked. You can't just take a man's livelihood off him like that. It's not fair. That job was my life. My hick life. Yes, we can see that. Something about this doesn't sound right. I agree. It hardly seems fair to take a man's job away from him without good reason, right? I'm so glad somebody understands how I feel. Oh boy. There's no way a bunch of kids like that are gonna do a better job than me. Kids? I was drinking here last night. too, see? And a bunch of kids in ranger uniforms went walking out of the town through the west exit. Weird thing was they was carrying a bunch of wooden boxes too in the middle of the night. Oh boy, kids these days, I tell you. You don't think they could have been the nature park? I wouldn't have even considered it, but given its size, it would no doubt be a perfect hiding spot. Yeah, they'd have no trouble stashing the merchandise there undetected. The men standing at the entrance yesterday were probably there as lookouts. And if a provincial official was the one to tell them he was fired, and that's practically a smoking gun. I say something useful or something? Don't know what I said, but if it helped you out, why not buy me a drink? I wish you should start trying to sober yourself up instead. There's a good chance we'll be able to recover both your park and your job. What? We know our next stop. As soon as we're fully prepared, let's head out to the Lunaria Nature Park. I have a feeling something's going to happen there. Oh. Okay, so I think something's going to happen there, so I should do... I'll do these side quests. Wait, does it show up? There's one. Yeah, let's do this one first. Excuse me, would you happen to be Lizzie? That's correct. Does that make you the students from Thor's who the market manager said to be coming then? Yep, that's us. We came to see you about the request you sent in. Could you explain the situation to us in full? Of course, I happened to come across someone's wallet by my store yesterday, you see. Kept it with me in the hopes they would come to pick it up, but no one's come to claim it. As such, I'd like to ask all of you and your help in delivering it back to its owner. Would you be able to do that for me? Yeah, it's easy enough. Would be happy to help. Thank you. Here's the wallet I found then. Lost wallet. Be sure to take good care of it. I assume that you've already expected the contents. I did indeed. Unfortunately, there wasn't anything inside that could help me identify the owner. What exactly was inside it? Well, naturally, there was Mira in it. Like a lot of Mira. This isn't just chump change we're talking about. The other thing that was a train ticket to Heimdallr that's scheduled for tonight. It sounds like the owner is a fairly well-off traveler. Oh, I bet you it's that rich guy. And his daughter. There might not much we can do with that as our only lead, though. I believe the train ticket is potentially our best lead. But what should we do with it? Should we go and ask at the station? Yeah, considering it's for a train that leaves tonight, I imagine the owner is frantically searching for it, which means they might have already been to the station themselves to ask about it. Let's over to the station then. Sorry for the trouble, but I'm counting on you for this. Lost wallet started. Okay, so train station. Straight ahead. After entering the station, they asked about whether or not there had been any inquiries in regards to lost property. Yes, there was an inquiry. The wallet seems to match the description we received too. Can I ask what the inquiry was made? I believe it was this morning. A young lady came in a panic, claiming she was a complete loss without her wallet. It's a lady's wallet. From what I could tell, she seems to have been traveling alone. I get why she would be in a panic then. Did she say anything else that could lead us to her? She mentioned something about returning to the inn to do a thorough check, if I recall correctly. It's the weathercock right down the street. You can't miss it. How convenient. We happen to be staying there ourselves. Okay, let's go ask Margot. Easy peasy. Margot. Oh, she's always in the way. Look at that, every time I come in. Hey there, is something the matter? Do you have a moment? There's something we'd like to ask you. Reen explained the situation to Margot and asked if anyone had come along looking for the wallet. Oh, you're looking for Annabelle. Bad timing though, she just left. That's unfortunate. We have a name now at least. That makes life a lot easier. That's true, although I was actually meet with her. She mentioned that she'd be searching at the rest area in the Grand Market next. You'll want to head there. Make sure to return it to her, okay? We will. Let's go. Rest area away. Wait, that's not... Nope. I need to look at the map, because I'm an idiot. There we go. Rest area. Hi-ho, silver, away! Wait. That's not a girl. We happen to know if a young lady came here searching for a wallet, would you? She was indeed here a few moments ago, but she's gone now. Do you know where she went? Unfortunately not. She did mention something about having no choice but to rely on adios now, though. Does that help you at all? I think there's only one place that could be. Ah, the church. Should we make our way to the church? Ha! That seems like our best bet for now. Let's say a prayer. To the church we go. Oh, adios, please have mercy on my poor soul. I simply cannot believe this. How am I supposed to live on, having lost all my Mira in a place like this? Looks like we found her. A tragic heroine act made it kind of obvious. Fortunately, we'll have to interrupt her. Excuse me. Eek. She looks mad. Who are all of you? Well, you can turn right around if you're planning to rob me. I no longer have any. Please come now. We just want to ask you something. Are we correct in assuming that you are Annabelle? I am. Aha, I thought so. You wouldn't happen to recognize this wallet, would you? Annabelle the wallet. That's my wallet. Where did you find it? Well, you see, they returned the lost wallet to Annabelle and explained the situation. Thank you so much. I'm surprised to hear that a merchant from the Grand Market kept this safe for me. However, kindness remains within people's hearts after all, it would seem. Looks that way, yeah. Regardless, I'm very grateful that you found it for me. Is there any particular amount that you'd like in return? You can take half of what's currently in here if you'd like. I don't think we can accept that. Your thanks alone aren't enough. I see. Well, how about this then? I purchased it as a souvenir at the Grand Market before the Great Wallet search began. Picard plush. See no reason you can't accept that. In fact, I insist. Hope you find it useful. Thank you. We gratefully accept then. You're very welcome. Thank you again for finding my wallet. And we're back. Cool, they took me here. So you managed to find the owner after all then. Thank goodness. Really can't thank you enough. I'm glad that we could be of help. Please excuse us then. Quest lost wallet completed. Alright. Wasn't there another quest? Like a monster hunting quest? How do we look at those? Status, no. Quest. Oh, here we go. Hey, Market Manager Otto. Then Silent West Celtic Highway would be all happy if someone took it out. Monster Zwordar. Let's go talk to Otto. Hey. Ask about the quest monster. Excuse us, would you mind giving some detail about the monster you want exterminated? Not at all. The provincial army did say that they would handle it, but they don't exactly seem to be in a hurry to do so. That's why we had to request that all of you take care of it instead. My apologies for that. It's perfectly fine. Please don't worry about it. What sort of monster is it then? From what I've heard, it seems to be a massive avian. It appeared last night, supposedly. Worse still, it's appeared right in the middle of the highway and is blocking any passage through it. So much we really need to do this be taken care of quickly. As for its specific location, you'll find it by heading west once you've left town. It's apparently situated itself on a stone bridge located on the way to Heimdallr. Got it, we'll take care of it as fast as possible. Report back once we've done so too. Easy peasy. Hopefully it's not too strong. West Celtic Highway. Oh, it's at level 2. Says I gotta fight my way there.
We should take a right here to reach the nature park.
Right. Let's go.
Oh, wait, nope. There it is. Aha.
Hey!
Let's fight my way.
My turn. There. Now's our chance.
An opening!
I can do this.
Yeah, I gotta use golden sphere.
Let's go.
Right! My turn. Huh?
Oh, wow.
You still have a lot of training to do.
There it is.
Ta! Ta! Hey! Hey! Ha!
Now's our chance. Let's get him. My turn.
Damn it.
Right.
Sure. It is a 3.
Let's
It's a
go.
3 for
Right.
Earth Cleaver. Alright.
Right. Let's go.
I've got you. Ha!
Oh, they're dead. Oh,
My turn.
the other guy got knocked out of contention because of the knockback.
All right, let's keep going.
Oh, almost leveled up from that. Enemies get stronger? Did they? Alright, gonna save. I'm not sure what this is all about. Alright. Let's do this. Stun him. Damn
Watch
it.
out.
Try to
This is a
stun
tough
him.
one.
Oh,
Go.
motivate.
All right, let's do this.
Yeah, leave it to me. Right.
Yes, sir. Intense heat. Blind 30%. Let's see if I can blind him.
Arcus activate.
Right.
Resounding beat.
Give it up, everyone.
Right.
Crafts. Armor break.
Shatter. Now.
Go.
Oh, interrupt that.
Behold, my most powerful strike.
Get him.
Radiant blade dance.
Ooh, he's paralyzed too.
Huh?
Well, he's supposed to be paralyzed. Oh, that's not gonna be good. Oh my god.
Here we go.
Okay.
There.
I can do this. Hang in there.
Thanks.
My turn. Arcus activate. Ha!
You have my thanks.
Go. There.
Ah, I canceled his ability.
Ta!
Yeah. Heck in
I
this
can do
fool.
this.
Flame
Turn to
Burge.
flames. Burn! Now!
Oh,
I'll pick you up.
nice.
That was perfect, Elisa.
Let's keep it up.
Double teamed. Oh. The only person who leveled up was Elisa.
I did it.
Level
All
up.
right.
Level up.
I've only just begun.
I've only just begun. And some here. Sepith Mass, yeah. I want to see if these enemies got stronger.
Bring
Oh.
it on.
It's my turn.
Gotta use arts. Golden sphere.
Let's go.
Shit, they're gonna move. Gonna miss everybody.
Go! Alright, let's do this!
Yeah,
Leave it to
it to
me.
me. Huh.
Detector.
Analyzing enemy attack patterns. I've got it!
Oh, still level 8, so they didn't get
My turn.
stronger. Oh! Well.
Right.
Nighty night, fools.
Go.
I'll back you up! That was perfect, Elisa!
Let's keep it up.
Not enough to level up. Well, let's turn this quest in. Do 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 do. This is becoming another long one. Oh. Oh, I've seen you take care of that monster. Really can't thank you enough. I'll have to let those who use the highway regularly know right away. Of course, first comes your reward for a job well done. Take this. You material. I'll take that. I feel kind of bad receiving this much. There's no need to. You definitely earned it. Apologies for leaving all the work to you, but good luck with the investigation too. Nice. Alright. So, we have to go to the Lunaria Nature Park. It's probably going to be in a whole, like, dungeon-like place. It's going to take a long time. So this episode's going to cut here. I did do the side quests, so it's just main quests. And hopefully, maybe I'll find a hidden quest in the next episode. That would be cool. So, thanks for watching so far. We'll keep going with the RPG Corner and finishing off this game. We got a long way to go. We're still at the beginning. And the way RPG Corner is going to work is I'm going to play through a game, stop, pick another one, and play through it. It's probably going to be the sequel to this, which is also out. So, see how much I like this, and then we'll go into the next one. Anyways, thank you guys for watching. Please don't forget to like, comment, and subscribe. I'll see you in the next one. Peace out.